This was honestly so cute and it has my heart fluttering. This is the arc of Daydream Darling by Ayo Sakisaka. She is the mangaka of Strobe Edge, Owl Haru Ride, Love Me, Love Me Not, Sakura Saku, and I believe at least one or two others. But she is well beloved. She is very well known for the youth trilogy, which includes Owl How to Ride, etc. And this is the first time I was super, super excited to read one of her works um, before it came out. Since Strobe Edge is still my favorite of hers. I know that typically most people say Blue Spring Ride, which I recently finally finished myself, but my favorite of hers is Strobe Edge, and this new one that will be releasing sometime in August of this year, and I got the arc from Viz and NetGalley, so thank you so much, is so cute. It focuses on Iroha and Akutsu, who meet at the school, or sorry, at the town library, because she is studying to get into high school, the high school entrance exams. Iroha is a very shy girl because in elementary school, people kind of jump to conclusions and try to like force pity on her when she explains as a young girl that her parents passed away when she was very young, and because of the way people reacted to that and felt bad for her and felt sad, she ended up getting to a point where she overthinks her overthinking and is always worried about others' feelings, so much so to the point where it is extremely difficult for her to talk to people, and she is extremely shy. She meets Akutsu in the library, and he's able to encourage her without them speaking very much. And he realizes that she is applying for his school, and he lets her have his notes. Fast forward to the school year starting. She doesn't meet him in school. She's a little surprised by this. But being such a shy girl by nature, because she did meet him in the library whenever she's feeling very lonely, very shy, she sort of daydreams about him to the point where someone accidentally believes that she just basically has an imaginary friend, which isn't 1,000% wrong, but fortunately for her, the real Akutsu does show up, and they start to become friends and get to know each other, and he serves as her conversation practice, and you can tell that he really cares about her, and by the end of the volume, she is getting a little bit better at expressing herself. She somewhat at least becomes acquaintances with at least two other classmates. A boy named, I believe, Kamiyama, and a girl by the last name of Igarashi, who Igarashi misunderstands Iroha at first, thinking that she's might be a loner type, and maybe Kamiyama and others are kind of like forcing her to come out of her shell. But the two girls talk it out, and so she realizes that she was kind of imposing her own views on Iroha, and so they become a little closer, almost friends, and Kamiyama explains himself better, saying that he wasn't trying to be Iroha's hero or anything. He just likes it when people get along. And so my general prediction is that Kamiyama, other than being a kind guy who means well and wants people to get along, I feel like he has the beginnings of a crush on Iroha, and I feel like eventually we will see that. But the dynamic between Iroha and Akutsu is so cute. Like, my little shoujo loving heart was hammering for them. Like, oh, they're just gonna be so cute eventually, you guys. Like, the art in this to me is impeccable. Like, I don't know. There's just the art is speaking to me. I feel like Iroha is the kind of FMC that I love to root for. Um, she's giving me a little bit of like Kimi Todoke Sawako vibes, or even Uka, and she's just trying her best, and she's definitely gonna get there because she's a kind-hearted person. She's just extremely shy, and there's a reason for it. Like, people weren't always kind. They made assumptions. Like, before she met Akutsu at school, the real him, her main contact is literally her grandpa, because the poor girl's so shy, and I'm just rooting for her 1,000%. This is so great, and I don't know how I'm gonna survive until the release of the Volume 2, when Volume 1 doesn't officially hit shelves until August. Like, ¿cómo voy a sobrevivir? No sé. But this is gonna be good, you guys. This is gonna be good. I can imagine an anime someday, a live action. I'd prefer a live action series as opposed to a movie, but we all know that shoujo series do have a tendency to get movie adaptations. But we're in the middle of a shoujo renaissance, so a girl can dream. We can dream. Anyway, it's great. It's just, you guys are gonna love this one. I'm so excited for when it hits the shelves. I don't know how I'm gonna survive until Volume 2.